So, I haven't posted a video in a while, so I thought I should probably post a video today. So, high school. High school is high school. It's that thing we look upon when we're graduate and think, oh yeah, those spur years of life. And speaking of high school, I've noticed something. That is, usually when I see a movie that has high school involved in it, Hollywood really does not understand like high school kids or high school in general. Because when you look at most films with high school, a lot of the kids look like they should be like a junior or sophomore in college. Maybe. I mean, maybe it's because if a little elementary school kid is watching, they might think, wow, high school kids are tall. Yeah, no. I'm like 5'5". So, mm-mm. The only film I can think of that has high school involved in it well is Spider-Man Homecoming. And that is what we will be talking about today. Why Spider-Man Homecoming, in my opinion, is the best movie that involves high school. Don't forget this is 100% my opinion, but before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. The height of the actors. Usually when I see a film with high school involved in it, the actor's like 5'10", 6 foot or something like that. I'm like, whoa, that's way too tall for a high school kid in my opinion. But then when you look at Spider-Man Homecoming, the main character, Peter Parker, played by my favorite actor, Tom Holland, is 5'8", and he actually looks like a high schooler. Like, come on Hollywood, it's not that hard. If you want to represent teenagers in your movie, then hire teenagers. It's not that hard. Just look for them. Number 2. Crowded hallways. Now, I don't know what it's like with hallways in your schools, if you don't go to the same school I do, but I know that my hallways can get pretty crowded. Like just today, I stood at the edge of a hallway just waiting for a huge wave of kids going from one direction, coming out of a direction, so I had to go the other direction. Whew, and that was a long wait. And then, when I look at movies, it's like, that's barely anything. You have enough space compared to my school. But then when you look at the opening scene of Spider-Man Homecoming and other scenes, if you pay close attention, you can see it is really crowded. Like, Peter Parker has to slide in between people just to get to his locker. Relatable. Very relatable. Number 3. High school parties. Now, yeah, I've been to a couple parties with my friends, but when movies talk about high school parties, it's like with boys and girls, all this stuff happens. Fixing my microphone. That's not bad. Like, all this stuff happens, they're all drinking. Maybe some people are like having sex, I'm like, when I see those scenes in movies, I'm like, Yeah, that's not what the high school parties I went to are like. I mean, I haven't gone to many high school parties, but from what I understand, that stuff doesn't really happen. The worst maybe people would do at a party that has a lot of high school kids in it is vape, and usually they would do that in the bathroom. And I won't do it because I have a heart condition, so I can't. And I won't. But yeah, and then Spider-Man Homecoming, there's a party scene. And you don't get much of it, but, none of that stuff really happens. They're just a bunch of high school kids hanging out, having a good time. So, yeah, shouldn't that be what a high school party should be? I don't know. I can't relate entirely to Peter Parker for multiple reasons. Although, I wish I could. I was bitten by a spider. I'm just waiting for my powers to kick in. Let's see, there was some other stuff to see if I remember what else I was gonna talk about. Oh yeah, bullies. Bullies is a big one. I mean, yeah, like in movies, when there's a bully, they go all out, like throw punches, physically beat up the main character, really, and other characters. And then I'm comparing this to my school. Like, yeah, there's some instances of that we don't talk about, but it doesn't really happen. I'm just comparing my school to Spider-Man Homecoming, basically, at this point. But yeah, in Spider-Man Homecoming, the worst bullying going on is like name calling, which I think that is the standard bullying. Not that it's right. Bullying is wrong, people. It's wrong. Don't do it, or else you're in big trouble. What else? I think I covered just about everything. Classes are different for everyone. Everyone's different in their own way. But yeah, just really think of your high school and then watch Spider-Man Homecoming, the scenes that takes place in a high school, and yeah, they're actually really similar. That's why I think Spider-Man Homecoming is the best movie that involves a high school. And it doesn't even take place in a high school either. Not even Back to the Future has that stuff. But I'm saying, I don't not like Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future, but I'm just saying, not even that has that stuff. But yeah, that is why I think Spider-Man Homecoming is the best high school related movie that has high school in it. I know it's a weird topic, but it came to my mind, so that's what's going on. But that will wrap up for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to, and just a reminder, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends. And, yep, don't forget to tie your shoe.